Take you outside right now. There's downtown Portland, not a cloud in the sky. 89 degrees. We've actually cooled off a degree in the last hour, which is great. We topped out today right at 90. There is a heat advisory in effect, not now, not tomorrow morning, but beginning at noon tomorrow and extending until Thursday night at 10 o'clock. And it covers almost the entire state. The only parts not under it, the Cascades, the Coast Range, and the coast. The southern Willamette Valley is also not in it. Eugene, for instance, not under the heat advisory, and parts of south central Oregon, but they are under a fire weather warning here. Hot, dry weather, pretty good breeze, and then thunderstorms kicking up even this afternoon, but especially tomorrow. So here are the highs. Portland, Vancouver, 90. Second day in a row we've done that. 92 in Hillsborough, 92 in Aurora. Hood River, one warmer at 93. 101 in the Dalles. And Pendleton, you managed to stay below 100 by 1 degree. 99 there and Hermiston. So again, super hot across the Columbia Basin. So we're going to be 90 by noon tomorrow. It took us until 4 o'clock to do it today. We're going to do it 4 hours earlier tomorrow and then eventually get up to about 99, 5 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. Notice the cloud-free sky over Oregon in the morning, and then you see the clouds building up over south central Oregon. That is thunderstorm activity building north associated with the monsoon conditions down to the south. On Doppler radar, you can see it's not very widespread, not getting any lightning yet, but there are showers or at least some returns being picked up on radar. And most of this is high level being picked up by the Medford radar. So by the time it gets over here, the radar beam is super high, which means we're intersecting the cloud at very high elevations, and a lot of that precipitation may not even be hitting the ground as it falls into the very dry air below. We've got a lot of dry air over us. Big area high pressure building now over the west coast. What's interesting is how it gets undercut as we go into Thursday by a weak disturbance moving north in southerly flow, and that will help to create thunderstorm activity on Thursday. So this is what FUTURECAST looks like. Tomorrow, just hot. Thursday, though, afternoon thunderstorms developing over and east of the Cascades. This is in the afternoon, Thursday, about 5 o'clock. So we'll be watching the radar carefully for that. Better chance of actually getting lightning, hail, not, most likely not the giant hail that we saw earlier in the week and last week, but nonetheless, so some thunderstorms possible there. And then coastal drizzle shows up on Friday morning, just to let us know that it can still rain in Oregon, because it seems like it's been so long, which is amazing if you think about it, because we had such a rainy spring, and that's all over with now. Everything is dried out, and we'll be dry over the weekend too, but it won't be nearly as hot. The thunderstorm threat extending northward from California, Nevada, up into Oregon, but again, just south of Mount Hood. So not a big threat for the northern Oregon and Washington Cascades, but a big threat down to the south. So when do we cool off? On Friday, we get just enough westerly flow to cool us off. Over the weekend, weak systems coming in, keep us in the 80s. But next week, it very well may get hot again towards the middle and end of next week. It looks like another big dome of high pressure building here into the northwest. So we'll see if that pans out. But right now, indications are this won't be our last heat wave. 89 degrees right now, freezing level at 15,500 feet, which is quite high. Clear tonight, but at least it cools off down to the low 60s, even 50s across much of the valley. Highs tomorrow, upper 90s, about 98, 99. And then on Thursday morning, we don't cool off a whole lot. It's going to be a warm night. Low at just 71, then a high of 100. But after that, the numbers are much better in the 80s, creeping back up to 90 by about Tuesday of next week. And again, we may get hot again next week.